Hello everyone, you have come to Tata Comic Preview channel. Let read together. Have fun. 3 days later, once the shock died out from Zhuo Fan's punch and exalted Double Dragon's ruling, the lower three sect stage resumed. Only this time, it was just between two sects. Even so, the delegates from every nation looked more excited than ever. Zhuo Fan and Demon Scheming sect had given them a nice surprise, and the news spread like wildfire to other sects. To the point every sect was here when the fighting resumed, to this unprecedented grand occasion. Look, Demon Soul sect is here. Han Yunfeng came with a dozen other people, taking their seats with self-important attitudes. They even had their elders along. He didn't come with his brothers alone this time, since Zhuo Fan's power concerned his entire sect, while also letting his juniors see what they would have to face later on. They just took their seats when another cry came. The new group came right for them. In the lead was a guy with a wide smile. That's the strongest middle three sect, Sword God sect. 1 Tao. Han Yunfeng squinted and fixed his eyes on the leader. The nice and elegant young master, whose smile never seemed to fall, looked over with sharp eyes, the only feature of his face that changed. Yet the same eyes sent fear in any that met them. Second young master Han cried, gentle sword Wen Tao. He's actually in the fourth layer ethereal stage. Not even outdone by the geniuses of the superior three sects. He is another genius, the adversary in our generation. Han Yunfeng huffed. In other words, if Zhuo Fan had been out of the picture, they would be focusing on Wen Tao, the best talent in the middle three sects. He acted like Han Yunfeng's hostility wasn't even there, laughing as he cupped his hands. Young Master Han, it's been a while, and I see you made progress to the second layer of ethereal stage. Congratulations. Are you mocking me, is that it? You who have 2 layers over me. Han Yunfeng was outraged. Wen Tao waved him off. Oh, you misunderstand me so. I was being honest here. I heard you were here when the lower three sects fought 3 days ago. Is that kid that got the exalted to come for really that amazing? Will he be a threat to us? Humph, watch, and you'll see. Han Yunfeng refused to answer him. Wen Tao scratched his nose, looking at him with glum. I was only asking, no need to be so petty about it. Like I don't have any other means of knowing. Wen Tao pulled a stern youth over, junior brother, tell them of your relation to that guy. I am Xie Tianshang, from Tianyu. I once fought alongside Zhuo. His face was as grave as before, his eyes flashing. Zhuo Fan would have flipped his lid if he knew. The hell are you doing here when you should be helping out Luo Alliance back in Tianyu? Wen Tao laughed, his face all smug like, see that? I have way more info than you. How about an exchange? Han Yunfeng's reply was a sneer. Look, Heaven Trailing Sect is here. Another cried. Wasn't Heaven Trailing Sect the head of Tianyu's 3 guardian sects? We should be asking them for info on the Demon Scheming sect. Wen Tao's eyes darted around, waving Han Yunfeng off as he went for Heaven Trailing Sect. Forgive me, we'll be leaving now. We'll talk later. Han Yunfeng's face sank. Second young master Han was stunned. Is Wen Tao really the best genius from the middle 3 sects? He doesn't look like much, just your average scholar. You know nothing. Han Yunfeng snapped. Wen Tao is called gentle sword because he is a wolf in sheep's clothing, one that uses a heavy hand with a soft touch. You never fought him, so you don't know his style, his scholarly air hiding a savage beast. He combines 2 sword styles in one, which is why is called gentle sword, for being gentle on the outside while hiding a sword behind. Finding out you were taken out in the gentlest way is the worst. Dazzling and beautiful is what hides the power of his strikes. Shuddering on the inside, second young master Han gasped. Get lost. Han Yunfeng's group smiled, superior 3 sects are here as well. The kid's strength touched every one of the sections. All are here to see him. They must all feel threatened. Under the shock of all, Yan Mo brought Hellion Flame's disciples to his seats. Even Elder Qingya was here. The people darted out of the way, not wanting to curb their lives short. You saw him, right? Is he that strong? Why else would there be so many people here? How is he compared to Brother Yen? Hellion Flame's disciples were all asking the only one who had seen Zhuo Fan in action. But when it came to this question, she was put on the spot, looking at Yen Mo for an answer. Yen Mo hemmed, and that was it. Yen Mo, it's been ages, right? How have you been? A lively voice came in time to save her from answering. Ultimate Clarity Sect, Wu Qingqiu. Yen Mo squinted, turning to the group coming over, with a youth in blue leading them. Yen Mo cupped his hands leisurely and then mocked, so the great best talent in Western lands knows fear after all. Are you scared the kid is going to steal your precious title? Not at all. Ultimate Clarity Sect focuses on clarity. Being free and elegant, to not let fame and fortune weigh us down. The title means nothing to me. You are welcome to take it if you want to. Humph, I will do just that, once I beat you. Saying this now is like mocking me. Yen Mo glared. Wu Qingqiu sighed, that is hardly my intention. Today's fame might be another's tomorrow's. Why should one even care? Moreover, the new always replaces the old. In this world, one cannot just keep his position forever. Wu Qingqiu glanced over at the youth in gray next to him. Yen Mo squinted at the youth, then he felt his heart thumping, feeling danger for some odd reason. What the hell? Who on earth is he? Why do I feel so scared? The youth met Yen Mo's shocked eyes and smiled, cupping his hands. I am Yi Lin, Zhuo Fan's only rival. No one else is worthy. Yen Mo shook to the bone, staring at the youth, yet nothing came out of his mouth. He was so overwhelmed he couldn't even retort. Just like how a beast would meet the king of beasts and would instantly bow down. This was a feeling not even Zhuo Fan gave him. His scalp felt numb and soaked, his heart frantic. The unshakable fear brought shocked him even more as to who this guy was. The world's justice can only come from us, righteous sect. A shout announced the coming of a dozen disciples in yellow, strutting on the scene like they owned the place. The leader was an imposing and charismatic man, tall and sturdy. When a demon rises, my justice shall prevail it. I, Zhao Dizhu, will grasp victory. Wu Qingqiu's face twitched watching them strut and sighed. This has always been universal righteous sect style, zealous in its bigotry. Taking it upon itself to purge demons from this world. Now that it knew the demon scheming sect had reared its head, they came to destroy them. Purge demons? The last of the superior three sects always ends up losing against my Hellion Flame. Yet they dare preach about purging demons? Yen Mo mocked, universal righteous sect only knows how to run their mouths. Zhao Dizhu. Who on earth can he take on? Wu Qingqiu laughed and nodded, with his narrowed righteous path, he can't hold anyone on it. Not to mention, Exalted Heiran is also a demonic cultivator. Whoosh. The judging elder appeared on stage, his presence demanding silence. He bowed to no one and said, please take your seats, Exalted. Whoosh. The Exalted Double Dragon appeared in their highest seats and the crowd bowed at once. Bai Mei waved, no need for courtesy, people. Are the participating sects present? Mystical Heaven Sect and Demon Scheming Sect's disciples, enter. The judge nodded and shouted. The two sects' disciples walked in, with everyone's gazes fixed on the one leading the demon scheming sect's team.